He was standing where I used to sleep. I used to sleep in the guest room at my grandmother's house. One night, I woke up because I felt like someone was watching me. I didn't move. I didn't open my eyes. I could hear breathing. It was slow, wet, too close. After a few seconds, the breathing stopped. Then a voice whispered, "You're in my spot." I opened my eyes. No one was there. The next morning, I told my grandmother what happened. She went quiet. She told me that before I was born, her brother slept in that room. He died in that bed. When I asked what happened to him, she said he stopped breathing in his sleep. I never slept in that room again. Years later, I visited the house after it was sold. Out of curiosity, I looked through the window of the old guest room. Someone was standing exactly where the bed used to be, watching. Some places don't forget who belonged to them. This is a real story. A teenage girl survived a brutal attack and lived to tell the tale. In 2019, 16-year-old Elizabeth Collins was walking home from school when a man attacked her in a parking lot. He stabbed her multiple times and ran, leaving her bleeding on the ground. Despite her injuries, Elizabeth managed to crawl to a nearby gas station and call for help. Paramedics arrived within minutes and rushed her to the hospital. Doctors said she narrowly survived, and the quick thinking of bystanders likely saved her life. The attacker was caught days later, thanks to surveillance footage and witnesses. He was sentenced to life in prison. Elizabeth now speaks publicly about the attack, raising awareness about self-defense. Some survive, and some stories stay with you forever. This is a real story, and the survivor still has nightmares. She accepted a ride from someone who seemed normal. Friendly, calm, safe. Minutes later, everything changed. He pulled over in the middle of nowhere. No cars, no lights, no help. What happened next nearly killed her. He attacked her, mutilated her, and left her for dead, convinced no one would ever find her. But she wasn't dead. Bleeding and barely conscious, she dragged herself out of the darkness and into the road. A passing driver stopped. She survived. Her attacker was arrested because she lived long enough to tell the truth. Some people don't survive horror stories. Others become the reason the truth comes out. She thought the sound was just her house settling. It was after midnight when she heard footsteps upstairs. She lived alone. At first, she stayed still, listening. Then she heard a drawer open. Slowly, she grabbed her phone and locked herself in the bathroom. She didn't scream. She didn't move. She texted 911 instead. While she waited, the footsteps stopped. Minutes passed. Then she received a notification. Her phone camera had detected movement. Someone was standing in her bedroom. Police arrived and searched the house. They found a man hiding in her attic. He had been living there for days, coming down only at night. He told police he was just watching. Cases like this are real. They're called phantom dwellers. And most victims never hear the footsteps. She was abducted while jogging near her home. A man grabbed her from behind and forced her into his car. He told her no one would ever find her. Instead of screaming, she stayed calm. She talked to him, asked questions, acted human. When he stopped at a gas station, she memorized everything: the car, the plates, his face. Later, when he let his guard down, she ran. She collapsed inside the store, bleeding and terrified. Police arrived within minutes. The man was arrested that night. He had abducted others before. She survived because she didn't panic. She remembered details. And she trusted herself. Some survivors escape with strength. Others escape with intelligence. Follow for real survivor stories.